And then she stopped texting me for 4 days in a row. So I was like, man, let me do a wellness check. And I had my mom's youngest, and I purposely say it like that, her youngest daughter, like, hey, you need to go check up on Ma to see what's happening. I haven't heard from her. Call the police, Yonkers police. It takes them 45 minutes just to break down our door, and they find her body. And I'm on the phone as they say, we're sorry for your loss. At that point, I remember sitting in my kitchen and everything just left me. Like I felt like my soul left me. I felt like I just didn't know who I was. And I ended up becoming this white void, this nothing, and
That's
having
a
to go.
very interesting way you put it there, Sandy. It's because, I mean, we can that's a whole other sort of branch to go off into. We won't do it now, but this white void, respectfully, for the listeners here, because this is something that's it's why we're talking about this and why I'm so appreciative of your vulnerability here is because this is life.
Mhm.
And this is not sugarcoating the reality. And how you mention this too is the world keeps going. The world moves forward. It keeps
Yep.
spinning. And so when we have this shock, this grief, this is profound, right?
Mhm.
Everything is sort of cut off, but you have to tether on to something. So you've got this sort of human worldly responsibility when everything has just imploded.
Mhm.
What are you talking about when what does this feel like now viscerally in your body? What is this moment? And how are you even really cognizant of, okay, now I've got to actually keep moving here. I've still got my place in the world. I've still got to
Mhm.
keep on trucking.
Yeah. You end up, well, for me, I went in autopilot. It was as if I'm in this white space. It's almost like an echo. It reminds me of 9/11, when the towers fell.
Yep.
Being
Good
out there at that
analogy.
time. It's just my survival kicked in, and I knew I was there, but I wasn't. It was just this white void. There's nothing. It's blank. It's hollow. And so it's the survival. And I've always been in survival mode majority of my life. And it was kind of like that little girl in me,
Hmm.
that young woman in me just dissipated. And it was just, okay, autopilot, survival, go get her will. And it was very structured. It was so structured of like having to just check the boxes, do what you have to do the right thing. And I remember getting my mom's will and having to figure out like, okay, I need to stop a bank account. I need to book a flight. And
There
at
was
the
a lot.
same, yeah, and at the same token, the police department is like, all right, well, what funeral home do you want us to send it to? And I'm not even thinking about all of this. I'm like, funeral home, like, why don't you hold on to her? Like, isn't there autopsy or something? And it was like, no, you need to pick a funeral home. And I haven't been in Yonkers in a few decades. So I was like, well, I don't know which one to go to or whatever have you. But there happened to be one that was local that ended up being really nice. And now I'm doing like the obituary, the announcement. And I remember my mom loved Frank Sinatra. So I'm trying to play that in the background. I'm on autopilot and I'm really on some, hey, let me just write. I'm asking my uncle for help. He even forgot my mom's middle name. So I'm on autopilot. I'm booking my flight. I'm making sure, there's somebody that will take care of my dog where I go to New York, calling my friends because now I have to pack up my mom's place that she's lived in for close to 40 years. And I go there, I'm packing up, and I'm having like an altercation with my younger sister. So I couldn't even do a funeral for her in New York. My friends was like, we have to pack up. You have to get your mom's, ashes, and you need to hurry up and go back to California. So everything was on autopilot. Everything was survival mode. And by the time I got back to California, then having to go back to work and just realizing I don't know who I am anymore. I lost myself. I lost my parents. Who am I? Like, what am I doing here?